yours still downloading?
No, I already pulled it up earlier.
Okay, you good?
No, I'm not.
Okay, so all I want you to do now is look up here on the board. All right, if yours isn't ready yet, all right, if it's not ready, all you have to do is watch me. All right, and we'll go ahead and do this. All right, is everybody hearing me? All right, so if your Google Classroom is, just pay attention up here. All right, what I'm going to do with you guys, I'm going to start down and do the odds. Then if we have time, I'm going to go back and do the evens. Everybody with me?
Yeah.
All right, and if for some reason you get behind, you go home and listen to the video tonight. All right, I'll post all the worked out solutions on your Google Classroom also. Is everybody hearing me? All right, so again, we have lots of opportunity here, but I want to go ahead and get started. The quiz tomorrow, I think, is like maybe 20 questions, something like that. Pretty straightforward. Lose that. Put it up somewhere where you're not tempted to look at it. That's not good enough.
Connor.
Thank you. Put it in the back somewhere. Thank you, Connor, for looking out for it. All right, here we go. Now, right here, question number 1. All right, we have a fraction to start out with. All right, who wants to give me a tip what I should do first right here? Yes, sir. Yes, thank you. Listen, you're going to add 40. So I want to put a plus 40 in there. All right, and a plus 40. So I have 7/8 k is equal to 14. Thank you very much. Now, how do I undo a fraction? Multiply by the reciprocal. All right. So here we go. We're going to multiply by the reciprocal. We got 8/7 times 8/7. So k is equal to 16. Is everybody happy with that? Now again, remember, 14 divided by 7 is 2. And then 2 times that, 8, gives you 16. All right? Girls, speak up now. Boys, in the back. You with me or not? All right? All right. As soon as you get your Google Classroom back up, just go ahead and join me as quickly as you can. All right? Now, looking up for number 3. Here we go. Caroline, what am I going to do first on number 3? Shh. No. You're Seabass, not Caroline. You remember Caroline? Yes, it is. Thank you very much. Plus 9. Plus 9. So 5d is equal to, you're awesome, negative 15. Yes, that's exactly how I want you to say it. D equals negative 3. And as a matter of fact, look up. If you are good enough, I'm saying you can eliminate this step right there. You should be able to do the mental math on that part of it. Is everybody with me on this now? Is everybody hearing me? But that's what should be on your paper, unless you're going to go into more details, which is not a bad thing for some. Everybody good?
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. Let's take a look at number 5 now. All right, Miss Bragdon, what am I going to do here? All right, we can definitely distribute. Wait a minute. 2 times 4 is 6.
Oh, no, negative 8.
Thank you. All right. Yep. So 4t equals. Yes. So you're awesome. That's exactly correct. Now, can I think of a quicker way to do it? What could I do first instead of distributing? Thank you. Divide. Look, now you don't always have to do this, but I want to just show. I could have divided by 4 here. And then I would have had t minus 2 equals 3. T equals 5. You with me on that? Equals. Yes. There you go. Either way. All right. Let's take a look at number 7. All right. Now, I really want to talk about number 7 because I hope you do it this way. If I distribute the 3/4, do you agree there's going to be a bunch of fractions? So instead of dividing, I can do what? Multiply by the reciprocal. So what I'm going to do right now, just to get this out of the way, because I'm going to just move this over a little bit. So I think it's important for you to see it. Oh my goodness. I'm just going to move it over here a little bit. Yeah, it was just blown up too much. All right, so here we go. Now, look what I mean when we say multiply by the reciprocal. Okay, what is the reciprocal? 4/3. So, Julia, make sure you're looking here now, because I'm trying to get rid of the fraction as quickly as I can. Everybody with me? Now these cross out, so you're left with h plus 6. Now the hard part is to tell me what 15 times 4/3 is. Again, what's the best way to do that? Go ahead, loud and proud. First, there you go. 15 divided by 3 times 4, which is what? 20. Thank you very much. You happy with that? Caroline, good for you, kiddo. Yes, exactly correct. You can make that 15 over 1. That becomes a 1. That becomes a 5 now. You see that, right? All right. Now, look, I can't help you if you're not asking me a question. There's nothing I can do. All right? Nothing I can do. So you have to be brave and hold your hand up. Good for you.
So you could have done the reciprocal?
I did the reciprocal, actually.
No, sorry.
You could have distributed it.
Yeah,
But you see how much harder it would be.
Yeah,
You have a ton of fractions. All right? So now your final answer here is just to tell me that h is equal to what? H is equal to what? 14. Because what did I do to both sides? I subtracted 6. Everybody good with this? Subtracted 6. All right. Now listen, you're doing a good job. Just pay attention, and then it'll fix it in a minute, okay? All right, like I said, all this is going on here. I'll put it up there. All right, I'll post it to Google Classroom, and you have the recording. So you got lots. All right, you got lots to do. All right, here we go. Let's go with number 11 now. Okay, kind of the same principle here, just to make sure. Bragdon, what could I do on this one? Just to make sure. I'm on. Are we on 9 or 11? All right, I skipped it for. Okay. Yes. Now, again, here, a little bit different. All right. Somebody tell me what we could do here. We could distribute. Does 15 divided by 3, though? So I could divide, correct? The only problem is you got to be careful with your decimals. No calculators are allowed. No calculators. So you got to know how to do the basic division. So I want to do that with you just to make sure. So if I divide, who can tell me what's 15 divided by 0.3? 50. Correct. Now let's review how she got 50 so quickly. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and divide by 0.3, divide by 0.3. So z minus 4 equals. Now, when you divide by a decimal, you have to move the decimal. All right? So this decimal had to be moved over 1, which means this decimal has to be moved over 1. So now it's 150 divided by 3. All right? Does everybody see that now? 150 divided by 3. That's why the answer is what? 50. So my final answer is z equals what, guys? Z equals 54. Everybody good with this? You good? Okay, here we go. Let's take a look at number 11. This is where I was at. So what could I do here now? Or, no, go ahead and say it. Or what? Or what? Come on. Or what? Divide. You can distribute, but I want you to be able to look at that and say, hey, does 63 divide by 7? Yes. So it's much quicker to do that. Julie, can you see that now? You saw it, right? Colin, you in the game here? So Q plus 11 equals what? 9. Then you subtract 11. So Q is equal to what? Negative 2. Is everybody good with this? Q equals negative 2. Anybody have any questions now? All right, we're doing a pretty good job. All right, let's get to 13. Now we got variables on both sides. So what do I need to move? What do I need to move? Julian, what are you thinking? Yes, move the 3 because we're trying to separate the variables and we're trying to separate the numbers. All right, I want variables and numbers separated. So if they're going to be separated, it'd be better to move the 3G over with that 9G. And when I do that, what do I have to do to the 3G? Subtract. All right, so I'm just going to put that down so everybody can see it. Now, what do most people forget to bring down? Not just the 12, but the negative 12. That's where most people make a mistake. Negative 12 is equal to 6G. So G equals negative 2. G equals negative 2. Is everybody with me on this? Everybody happy? Yeah. All right, so let's flip to 15, please. Let's flip to 15. Now, it's mixed up on both sides. It's mixed up on both sides. So, Sebastian, what do I need to do? Exactly. I'm going to pull this over here, and I'm going to put the 4 on the other side. And when I move things, you change the sign. All right? So just to show, this would be a minus 13s, minus 13s, minus 4, minus 4. So that leaves me 7s is equal to negative 14. Hold up a minute. I want everybody to hear. Julia. Because 20 minus 13 is positive 7. Agreed? Yes or no? Connor, you good? Yes, sir. What? You think you got it? All right. And now I divide both sides by what? So S is equal to negative 2. S is equal to negative 2. All right. Concentrate. You good, Alice? All right. Let's take a look now at 17. All right. Thank you. What do you think? Good. Right. You're awesome, girl. Very nice. You're awesome. Perfect. Now, could you move the negative 3p to the other side? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. You're going to get the same answer. All right, you're going to get the same answer. So you can do it a little bit differently, but as long as you got the correct answer, you're in good shape. You're in good shape. Anybody have any issues? Come on, you got to speak up, man. I've been trying to talk to you. What? Shh. Julian. All right. Yes. Yes. Here we go. I'll let you do 19. All right. What do I have to do now on this one? That is correct. You add 2x, add 2x. Exactly. 11.7 equals 3x. That's exactly right. Divide by 3. So x equals, how many times does 3 go into 11? Yep, and then don't forget the what? The decimal, right? And then I want to go back. How many is left over? Yes, so I'm trying to teach you guys to put that 2 up in the corner so you can see it better. Now, 3 goes into 27. you go. So 3.9 is my correct answer. Are we good on that? Yes, ma'am. Yes. Well, remember now, I'm going to show you over here on the side just to make sure you understand what I'm saying. Normally we say 3. 3 times 3 is 9. We subtract and get a 2. And then we bring down the 7, right? But what I teach kids is, instead of bringing the 2 down there, I think it would be easier, just so you don't have to do all this, is to put the 2 up in the top corner. You understand what I'm saying? And that way you can see it as 27. All right, hold up. All right. Anybody have any issues with 19? All right. 21. Hold up. I'm going to try to get everybody in here. All right, Vivian, what do I do? Exactly. Uh-oh. Now what? Yep. Now, I want you to stop for a second because I don't want to mess you up. Look up on the board. So the next thing to make you smarter is I always try to tell kids to make the variables positive. If I move the 5 over, do you understand the variable becomes what? You with me? So do you agree it would be better to move the 2D over because now it stays positive? You with me on this? All right, so let's go ahead and do that. I think that's a good idea. Yes, that's much better. Add 11 and beautiful. So what am I left with? 3D equals 13, so D equals... Now it doesn't go in evenly. You hear me? So you just leave it as the fraction. You just leave it as 13 over 3. All right? Just leave it as the fraction. All right? Any issues with 21?
What would you know to leave it as a fraction?
You always leave it as a fraction. All right? We don't do decimals anymore. The more advanced you get, the more you use fractions.
When would you know, like, to divide? Like, up there? Or, like, earlier, like, we were reducing,
So that's when you were just, if it was, for example, 15 divided by 3, you would do the division.
Oh.
But it doesn't go in. Right. Yeah. All right, so let's take a look at 23. Colin, why don't you help me with 23 now? What do I have to do?
All right, so we have to add 5y to 9y.
That's correct. He's combining like terms. So don't forget this, please. 9y and negative 5y, which is what, Colin?
14y.
Wait a minute, Colin. 9y minus 5y. You see what I'm saying, right?
Wait, is it because it's not on the other side?
That is 100% correct.
Okay, so in that case, it's 4y.
That is better. 4y minus 11 equals 25. Now, does everybody see that, please? Right, because the variables are on the same side, you just go ahead and combine them. Now, what do I do, Colin?
That's correct. We are to add 11.
Of course, that is correct. So 4y equals?
4y would equal 36.
So y equals?
9.
Exactly. All right. Remember, you're combining like terms. Do you understand that part? You're looking at 9y is highlighted in negative 5y. So 9y minus 5y is 4y. Agreed? All right. Then you have to get rid of the minus 11 by adding 11. All right. Let's take a look now at 25. Okay, now we've got the inequalities. All right, so we're going to graph a little bit. All right, I'll let you try this one.
Okay.
You still can do what? Multiply by the
Reciprocal.
You hear me on this? Multiply by the reciprocal. All right, so again, I'm going to get this out of the way so we can demonstrate this again. Yes, I got you. All right, so here we go. Now, Listen, I just made myself room because we said we're going to multiply by the reciprocal. What's the reciprocal? Okay, what is it? Yes, 3 over 2. So I'm going to multiply by 3 over 2, multiply by 3 over 2. So 12 minus x is greater than what? He knows. 6. All right. Now what do I need to do? You got to pay attention. Right. Subtract 12. Subtract 12. Negative x is greater than? Yes. Now, what do I have to do? What's the answer? No, we're not done yet. You can't have negative x. Yes. Is less than 6. Now, again, here's the thing you need to make your note. I made a big note for you yesterday. When you multiply or divide by a negative, you have to do what to the sign? Change all of the signs. So the negative became a what? Positive. The greater than became a, and the negative became a, that's what you need to do. All right? Is everybody good with that? All right? So now if we graph x is less than 6 quickly, throw a 6, throw a negative 6. Less than is an open circle going in which direction? Left. Less than is going to the left. Less than is going to the left. How do I know it's going to the left? Because look at the numbers. If I'm getting smaller, I'm going to the left. Do you agree with that? If I'm getting bigger, I'm going to the, because this would be like 10, 11, 12. You see what I'm saying, right? Bigger is to the right. Less than is to the left. All right, looks like we need a little practice on that. So let's check out 27. Super important problem here. Super important. Tell me, what do I have to do? It's not. No, you have to get rid of the addition first.
Oh yeah, you subtract. You do minus 7.
Yes, minus 7. Now, look here, guys. All right, please pay attention now. If I'm going to subtract 7, who can tell me what 5 1/2 minus, hold on a minute. Who can tell me what 5 1/2 minus 7 is? What is it? Yeah, it's actually negative 1 1/2. All right. But again, I don't like using, in this case, listen to me now. We use improper fractions now. All right. So 5 1/2 is the same as what? 11 over 2. And 7 is the same as how many halves? 14 over 2. Is everybody with me on this? That's right. So 11 minus 14 is what? Greater than negative 3 over 2. Now please look at that. Make sure you're hearing me. Else, you with me or not? I need everybody making sure. Making sure. You understand that? Right? You're getting a common denominator. Anybody have any issues? Now how do I undo division? So I'm going to multiply both sides by what? 3. So I'm multiplying both sides by 3. Multiplying both sides by 3. So C is greater than what? Yes, say it. Yes, but you forgot the negative 9 over 2. Negative 9 over 2. Anybody have any issues with negative 9 over 2? All right. Now, to graph negative 9 over 2, still, all you have to do, I'm telling you, is to put down negative 9 over 2, 9 over 2, greater than, open circle, going to the right. Any issues? Three times 3. Because I was undoing division. that says C divided by 3. So to undo divided by 3, I have to multiply by 3. All right. Here we go. Let's take a look at 29. Instead of distributing, I could do what? I could divide. And I'm going to divide by a negative. Is everybody with me? When I divide by a negative, what do I have to do to the sign? Change the sign. Change the sign. Look right here. This is going to be -3, -3. Everybody agreed? So, x plus 3 is what? No, x plus 3 is less than. Less than. Negative. Now, how many times does 3 go into 7? How many times does 3 go into 7? 2 times with 1 left over. How many times does 3 go into 15? 5. Don't forget the decimal. Everybody okay with that division? Everybody okay with that division? Now, how do I get rid of plus 3? -3. Now, you just have to be careful. So, x is less than? Yes, -5.5. Don't put the 3 under the 5. -5.5. So, we make our number line. Here is 5.5. Here is -5.5. Open, less than. There you have it. Yes, sir.
You know how when you like divide by -3? So like, would you just do like -3?
3 goes into 7 how many times?
2.
2 with 1 left over. 3 goes into 15 what? 5 times. Okay? Double check that now. Make sure you understand me. Same problems are on the test tomorrow. Okay?
So like, how'd you get 3?
How did I get this -3 here?
No, the x plus 3.
It's from here.
Oh.
Because these guys canceled out. Come on now, man.
Oh.
Right? Come on.
What do you do about like dividing it first? I got something.
Well, that's just because you made a mistake. If you were to distribute, it would be -3x. Did you put -9 is greater than 7.5?
There's my problem.
Okay. Then if you add 9, you get -3x is greater than 16.5. And now when you divide by -3, x is less than -5.5. You agree same answer then? All right. All right. Tell me what to do here. Yes. Yes, I'll let you do that. Good. Now what? Good. Going to be +3. Right? +3. And now what? Wait a minute. You're dividing now. Be careful now. Come on. You just leave it as a fraction. If it doesn't go evenly, you just leave it as a fraction. Now let's look at that one more time because I want to make sure you're hearing me, girl. See what I'm doing? Dividing by 2, right? That's how you, can you see better now the fraction? Whenever you divide, all right, you can see the fraction better.
Oh.
All right. Is everybody okay with number 31? All right, let's take a look now at 30. Oh, that was good. All right, how much time do we have left?
10 minutes.
Okay, so let's just go back to the beginning. All right, let's go back to the beginning. Let's just go down the evens just to make sure. All right, so here we go. Give you a second for number 2. All right. Subtract 1 from both sides. So negative 1/6 v equals negative 1. Is that good with you? Now you're going to multiply by the reciprocal. But the reciprocal is just negative 6. Do you agree? So I'm going to multiply by negative 6. Multiply by negative 6. So v was 6. Hey, do you understand that or not? I see you're a little puzzled. What's the matter? The reciprocal of 1/6 is 6 over 1. Do you agree with that or not? Yeah, just negative 6. All right, just multiplying by negative 6. Very good. All right, here we go. Number 4. Number 4. Madeline, what do I do? Good. Subtract 22. Yep, so exactly correct. Exactly. All right. Here we go. On number 6. Go. You should divide by 9. It's obvious. And it makes the problem so much easier. All right, so we're going to divide by 9. So what do I get? Yes. So 5 equals x minus 5. Now what? So x equals, come on guys, you should be able to do that pretty quickly now. You should be able to do that pretty quickly. Yes. Sebastian, number 8. I like that. Which is? We know. Just tell me what the answer is. Yes, sir. Good job. 28. Any questions or concerns with that? And now, Sebastian, what's next? Just tell me the answer. Come on, Sebastian. K equals 20. Now again, we've done a lot now with the fractions, so if you're having trouble with the fractions, there's nothing I can do because you won't ask me a question. Yes. Here we go, number 10. All right, I'm going to write this over here again because we're going to multiply by the what? All right. So what am I multiplying by? Shh, I got Vivian helping me. Beautiful. Is everybody okay with this? And now what? Now, subtracting 12.6, subtracting 12.6. I prefer mental math here. So what is it? Beautiful. 22.4. Because you subtract 10 first, which makes it 25. Then you subtract 2, which makes it 23. Then you subtract 0.6, 2240. Think in terms of money. All right, think in terms of money. All right. Ellis, why don't you help me with 12? Exactly. And so what do I get? Yep. And now what? That's right. When I add 7. Beautiful. Exactly. Yes, that's right. Now you just have to decide which way you like it. All right? Perfect. All right, Jesse, you're up. 14. What do I do? Good job. Good job. So?
And then that would be
Beautiful. So C equals,
And then C equals 8.
yes, nice. Just look carefully, find your mistake then, buddy. Find your mistake. All right, that's a big part of math now. You see it yet? No, you don't do 4 minus negative 7. You good now, right? Hey. All right. All right, Max, why don't you help me with 16?
Oh, okay. Okay. I'm finishing with 16. Okay, so what you do, you subtract 14j.
Good.
Yeah, and then that would be 14j.
And what?
And you would add 6.
Good.
So 13j equals 14, and j equals 1.
Very good. Easy, easy, easy. Yes, Connor, you're up. 18.
Okay, so.
Now, can I divide here? Listen, Julian, you're sarcastic. I don't want to hear it. I don't. Go.
Well, I did 4 times.
Oh, yeah, I can hear.
28, and then 4 times negative 40, and that equals 5d minus 17.
Good.
And then you add,
Yes.
you subtract 28, negative 17, you get negative 45, negative 40 minus 5d.
Good. So hold up 1 second. I prefer that you tell me what you're adding and subtracting, and then tell me the sum. You with me? So we did all that. This crossed out. So now you're left with. Good job. So. Yes. Perfect. All right. Everybody good with this? All right. Uh-oh. We got a couple fractions here. I want everybody to pay attention. Pay attention now. All right. Listen carefully. All right. I'm going to subtract 1/4. Subtract 1/4. Add 6. Any issues with that so far? Now what's 3/4 minus 1/4? 2/4, which reduces to 1/2. Whoever said that, thank you. 1/2 y is equal to 16. Everybody with me? Now to get rid of the fraction, multiply by the reciprocal. Now in this case, do we agree we're just multiplying by 2? Wait a minute now. Multiply by 2. Right? So y is equal to what? Y is equal to 32. Everybody good? All right, let's check out. Go for it. No. Not if you do a minus 8n. So listen, here's what I prefer that you do. Look real quick. I want the variable to go over here, and I want the number to go over here. Right. Plus 9n. And then that's correct. So n equals 1, because 17 divided by 17 is 1. It'll work good? What did you think, Caroline? Well, because honestly, that's the rule. That's how you do it. You're always trying to isolate, which means you're trying to get the variable by itself. Okay? All right, guys. I'll post this to you.